Hello, hello. How is everybody? I hope you are having a nice Wednesday. I had a very long Wednesday going back to work. It made me definitely want to be on vacation some more. Hello, Jenna and Danny and Barbara, and I think Delise just popped in. Hello, Delise. And hello, Linda. How are you? It is quite windy in Wisconsin today, but yeah, it definitely feels like winter. I don't know, Delise. Is it windy in Illinois as well? I would assume so. And this is the card we made last night. I was over on Elizabeth's channel, and we had to make a card with a tag. Hers is in her group somewhere, but I made the cute little dude. And then afterwards, I actually went out and did a whole set of the LDRS Christmas sentiments. So I have those. So if we need a sentiment, we're really set. I did them in green, of course. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Anyway, hopefully everybody had a fairly decent midweek. Oh, I feel like it would always be windy in Nebraska. I just guess that's Kansas with the Wizard of Oz. But yeah, we have really weird weather. It's like 20, but we're getting like 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts randomly for some reason. So I don't know. That's a whole thing. But see, our friends from Indiana probably are getting similar weather. Yeah, I like to make a bunch of sentiments and have them ready to go because I hate like getting to the end of the cards and then being like, oh geez, I have to like die cut and stamp a sentiment. But I'm often not good at that. But I did. The cats just ate dinner, so they're kind of away. But I thought we could catch up on our chocolate advent calendar because after working today, I would like a chocolate. So we did day one, which was the strawberry. It was white chocolate with sort of strawberries. Day two is here in this little bell. We will see. So it is. Oh, this is handy. Poke tool. Good for getting chocolate out. It's got this little leaf motif on it, which is really quite cool. Maybe it's. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be holly and berries. Only don't eat holly. I think it's poisonous. It's a filled chocolate with coffee on the inside. Quite nice. I'm surprised they're giving me more finished chocolates than I was expecting. Since this is their less expensive one, I assumed it would be more like bar chocolate. Let's do day three since it's very sparkly. Ooh, and this one has a deer on it. Similar design. It's pretty cool. Oh, this one is a lot softer on the inside. It's mostly chocolate and more chocolate. Oh, do you, Danny? Last year, I want to say T sent me a whole bunch of them. And then we can catch up to today if I can find it for. Oh, right here with the snowflake. So I think they were the Simon Hurley ones. Oh, and we have a little snowflake. I love how they're decorated. Oh, and this one's hazelnut. Very traditional. Okay. We'll actually make a project, I swear. If anyone would like to do the honors of selecting, feel free to drop something in the chat. First one I see, I will do. Yeah. Well, these are nice because I didn't show you how big they are. They're maybe half-inch size chocolate, so they're enough for like a bite, but it's not enough chocolate to be like an actual dessert. Oh, I think I actually figured out my lighting on my face cam. It only took 2 years. 10 from the left. So left. Yeah, your left and my left are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I was smart last time. I'm taking these out so I don't inadvertently put them back. Use presents. Now that's an interesting one because I could use like an actual present, like a die of a present, right? Of which I have a really nice present die. Or I could use probably anything that was a present. But I think I will use an actual like present die because I think that would be fun. Oh, I have a cute sleigh, which was kind of a present from Spellbinders. So that let me see if I can find that. I created this one, Danny. So I made a bunch of 3x3. I can show it to you. So the bottom box is a template from Kendra Morgan's Cards by Kendra. It started out as an A2 box, and then I just changed the dimensions to work for this. And then these are 3x3 envelopes I made out of a Christmas pad of Michael's paper I didn't use last year. So I just made it, but I made it, I added Velcro-y bits, just the Velcro dots. So I thought I could reuse this year to year. If it worked out. I don't know. I'm a little torn. I like opening things and getting gifts, but I also like that I like parameter challenges. I'm sure that's not surprising. I think I'm still number 5 of like submitting craft roulette process videos. Oddly enough, I haven't done one in a while, but I was doing them weekly for quite some time. It is. Oh, it is. Use a present. Use presents or a present, which you can interpret however you want, of course. Let me see if I can get the die set that has a present and might have been a present. If I can find it, or maybe I can't. That one is also a present. That was not a present. That one was a present. It was a present to me. The Dance in the Rain, which is not the one I want. Then we have that one. I don't know where that is. I haven't done a magnet thing. Okay, here we go. That only took forever to find. But it's this neat little sleigh. And I think it all will cut on my sidekick, but I might be wrong. Assuming I can find the second plate. Just kidding. I have like 8 sets of these because I kept buying them when I thought I had lost them. But I think these will all cut out on the sidekick. So it won't have to wander away too much. This is something or other. Delivering something sleigh. Which was a present, but has presents. So we will have multiple presents. And this is actually kind of an interesting idea before we get too into this. But we can make a fun little sleigh card and use one of our sentiments, and I'll be happy. Assuming we're doing okay on time. This stream will redirect to Elizabeth's birthday celebration at what I would call 6 and what you would call 7. But this is kind of, anyway, I wanted to show you this. So this one square die, like elongated square, will work for all of the presents, which I thought was a pretty cool idea. There are some nice embossed frames, although I always find these kind of hard to deal with in the sense of, like, they only really look super good on foil. I mean, I guess that's not really a problem. That's more of a feature. But let's see. We need some kind of metallic. We might be able to use this tag remnant as like part of the background, maybe. I'm thinking that might be a thing. Especially if I have more of this paper, because I really like something like this. I like as kind of a background idea. You know, like a gift tag and then the sleigh. Anyway, we'll see. I could also emboss something. I don't know. But let me try. Let me find. I think I want a gold again. Oh, we have some gold left over. I want a gold for the runners and probably the whatever this part is on the sleigh. I don't know. Does anyone know the railing? I don't know. It's not really a railing exactly, but I think this will actually. Ooh, this is like perfectly sized for the sidekick too, completely accidentally. So I definitely want these in metallic, and we'll have a little left over. I kind of like doing the crossy bits in metallics too. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Danny. How are you? No, I don't know. I don't know who came up with. I haven't seen anyone doing a parameter advent, but I also don't think it's probably. I'm sure it's not my idea. I mean, I guess you could argue something like Inktober is almost a parameter. It's not really a count. I mean, it's a countdown to October, not so much Christmas, but still. I think you could argue a lot of things are that. So I'm pretty sure it's not a unique idea to me. Maybe a green and gold sleigh. I'm thinking the sleigh maybe do in like more muted colors, and then bring in some like stuff more like a more vibrant kind of pattern like this for the actual presents. Except I need to find where I put my sidekick. Maybe I put it back. Probably not. Oh, here it is. Gonna say if we can't find the sidekick, we'll have to use like the big one, which I mean that's fine too. Lennox is hovering. He might say hi. Or meow. Or whatever he chooses to say. And the nice part about this gold is that I need a pokey tool. I have one. Hooray. Oh, this is coming right out. How cute. I might have to convince Lennox to move. Or not destroy where I'm trying to die cut. Could you scooch, sir? I will. Here's the deal. If you don't stand on my dies, I will move my sentiments out of the way. Is that a reasonable deal, sir? Probably not, but you know, we'll try. I'll just set those there. If I say where are my sentiments, they're to my right. Wow, this Spellbinder's Matt card stock is really. You are just always pushing the envelope. I can't tell if he's stuck at teenager or stuck at tweenager sometimes. But I'm thinking I should put my dies back so I don't lose them. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking I should put my die cuts in an area so I don't lose them either. But the nice thing about this Spellbinders card, like their metallic card stock, is it's metallic on both sides. That may be a bug or a feature. Working around your cat. Is that like a parameter? Like work around your cat? Anyway. We will need that for later. This was the green we were playing with yesterday, which is kind of a muted green, but I think it will work fairly well for the sleigh itself. We have help. It's really his channel. I just am on it sometimes. So this can, sort of like a lot of the Spellbinders ones, it has a, sorry, I'm off screen. It has like an inset detail piece. So you can cut either the detail piece or you can cut with the outline, it cuts everything, but you can then cut another outline to put underneath it. If I recall how this works correctly. Hello. Are you my sidekick? You're kind of a sidekick. Let's not lose our gold pieces because that would make me sad. And there's a bunch of random leafery or foliage or whatever words you want to use, but I don't know that I'll bother using it because it's been a day. Here we go. So if I find my pokey tool that the cat probably... Sir, I need my pokey tool. Could you get off my pokey tool, please? I don't know. Oh, here we are. And we will poke out the bits. A little bit. I don't know. This is actually not that bad. There's only a couple. There's a lot of embossing and not a lot of little bits to poke out. So that's kind of how that look comes together. Which I like. I think that's really cool. I kind of want. I guess I want like a brown base for the shadow layer or base layer or whatever you want to call it. I don't think I want it to be green on green. So if I'm lucky, I have a random piece of brown floating around, but I don't think it's the brown I want. Yeah, I have. No, I tore that piece of brown. Let me grab a darker piece of brown. A darker piece of brown that might be over here. Nope. Although I had this left over from another project. This might be kind of neat because this is a very dark blue. How does this look as like a... Yeah, you kind of lose the pattern. I will see if I can find a dark brown. Where would I be if I was dark brown? That's not brown. That's not brown at all. That's purple-ish. Burgundy. That's the color name. Here we go. Hopefully Lennox was amusing you with his being a boy who is in the way of all things. Can we? Like, you have literally 60% of the screen. Can you just scooch a little, please? Can you just go into your space, please, sir? Dramatic. I don't know which one of us is dramatic. One of us is dramatic. But I think this will look good with the brown. Yeah. Yeah, put your butt there. That would be a good place. You don't need to sniff the dyes. The dyes are not for you. Okay. Well, at least people can see things this way. I mean, sort of. Let me catch up on what you guys are saying while I was busy die cutting and asking the cat to kindly let me use my own desk for things. So here's the base piece, and then this just mats over it. So you see the brown like through the green, but it's pretty subtle. And then we'll have our gold on top of this. Ooh, I'm kind of liking where this is going. So it'll look like that, basically. But I think we can like get some blingier presents to sort of make the presents a little bit more fun. Sure. Because I had this this fun latte pad, and it's got a lot of like really vibrant paper. So I think I can cut some stuff out of here. Doesn't Alyssa like run your craft room now? I don't know. Lennox just likes to sit on things. Hey, Carla, how are you? Welcome. We are making something. What are we making tonight? Oh, we're making something with a present or presents, and I thought it would be fun to. I really like this stripedy pattern, so let's use that. The die set was kind of a present, and it has presents on it, so I think it will fit the bill. As always, if any of you guys play along with the parameters, feel free to tag me on the socials. Probably Instagram, because that's the one I think I'm on the most these days. And I'm not going to be super concerned about are these lined up or not. You could be if you wanted to, because obviously, hey, not for you. These are, sir, not your die set. Not that you have die sets. Don't eat the die set. We will move the die set so he doesn't eat the die set. He doesn't really eat things. I don't know. His brother's the same way. I mean, Kaiser's similar in that, like, Kaiser will nibble on stuff, but he doesn't actually really eat things. Oh, no, that one's sliding around. Well, we'll see how this works. Hopefully, this will be. Oh, he did not like that noise. He's off investigating my microphone now, because why not? So these all came out pretty well. And they have the like where you should put the ribbon embossed on them already, which will help us out in a moment when we try to glue these together. But we probably want and these die cut beautifully. Well, now that he moved, we can see if we can't find grab our little ribbon piece. And then we can mostly get this together and basically let it dry while we figure out what we want to do with the card. But this is a really pretty die, so I don't think I'm going to have to do very much with the card. And it would be great if I could be done by 6 o'clock. So there's that. We have our gold remnant here. So I think we can use this to get a bunch of these out of. We're not going to really need the entire die most of the time. So this is a really good way to use up. If you have extra sparkly paper, this is great for that. Well, great if you can get your die into your machine. Because I'm doing it I had the plates in sort of the, I don't know, concave, convex, I'm not sure which, actually. They were not in a convenient way for die cutting. See how cool that looks? I think this is going to look really pretty. Although, I mean, with gold paper, it's not really hard to make things look pretty, but I don't know. But I don't know. Nothing makes you want to go on vacation more than going back to work after vacation. And I think, Linda, your craft fair is coming up this weekend too. I hope you have a good time. I always, I was telling my coworker, like, I don't like the schlepping of all the stuff back and forth, but other than that, it's usually fun. And my mom usually has a great time, so that's fun. That's always fun. Plus, it's like one of the few times I get to spend like an entire weekend with my mom, so I enjoy that for that part of it as well. I think we just need one more of these. And we'll be somewhat kind of good to go. Well, I mean, we'll be good to go to glue all the stuff together, and then we still need to kind of figure out a card, but you know, it's all right. It is our little parameter fun. But I do like the Spellbinders cardstock because it's, especially the metallic ones, are hard to wreck, which is kind of a thing. Sometimes I have moments. I don't think I need anything else here, although it comes with a bunch of extra stuff. So, I mean, like, if I wanted to, I have a bunch of random leaves. And this is not the project envelope. Oh, goodness. I don't know where that went. Oh, well. We can put this in a bag for now. And it will be, you know, kitty proof. I probably should just leave this out because it's a really fun set to put together. Like, once it's together, it looks a lot nicer than you'd think. You know, it looks more impressive. But I would kind of like to do like an embossed panel and maybe like a metallic, or, you know, not a metallic, but a shimmer. Oh, sorry, we're a little crooked. There we go. He is. He thinks he's a good helper anyway. He's good at, you know, he provides a lot of comic relief for a lot of folks, and a lot of folks are Linux fans, including me. I think it's fun when he gets involved and does stuff. So this one, the nice thing about this is you can basically, because there's a groove embossed, you can basically get it right in the embossed groove. And here you see that, like, all we were going to really need to do is trim off. Oh, let me get a baby wipe to get a little bit. There's a little bit of glue on here that I would prefer to not have on here. But we'll just need to trim those when we're done. But it's a lot easier to wait until the glue's fine, like fully set, and then trim them. And I don't know if we need as many presents as I die cut, but, you know, if we have a couple left over, that is not a big deal either. Also, I think there are bows in the die set, if that's your thing. I almost never actually put bows on gifts, so it seems a little silly to do it on pretend gifts, but you know. Oops, that is not in the groove at all. There we go. And if I remember correctly, Jana, you're over on ECR's channel tonight, right? I think this is your day with the birthday celebration. Although I got kind of distracted between work and like there were a couple different hops. T had a hop yesterday as well. So like remembering what all is going on is sometimes challenging. But I like that you can hold this at the end while you're gluing it, so it's not nearly as tricky. Well, this one I think is one of the few. There we go. This one you're using almost all the length, basically. Well, that's not in the groove. Let's try and put this in the actual groove. There we go. And Lennox is back. You can't keep a good kitty distracted, that's for sure. Oh, thanks, Carl. I always forget to tell people that. Yeah, and if you like content of the Advent variety, I'm doing it all month, so feel free to subscribe as well. And Lennox is not. If you like Lennox, feel free to subscribe for more Lennox. I have quite a few people who are mostly like I feel like 80% of my shorts are like Lennox causing problems with crafting, which is I think kind of funny, honestly. Oh, off he goes again. He's a little put out. So he broke into his Advent calendar early. So one of the extra packets I put out for him and his brother cat, and his brother cat ate it all. So I don't know. We'll see. Where would I? Oh, here are my scissors. So I'm just going to go and just trim these down now that the glue is pretty much glued. And I love stuff like this because it's easy to trim because you just get your scissors next to the edge of the present. And then there we go. Have one trimmed present. So we have our presents. There's two. Maybe I shouldn't let's try and confine the mess a little bit. Whoop. Just catching up. She has. She shows up in all your tour videos, which I like. I feel like it's like Alyssa giving us the tour of like her craft room that you just happen to like work in. You know, like you're like the staff of like Alyssa. I mean, I'm kind of the staff of Lennox. Thanks, Linda. I don't know. This year, mine is interesting in that like I've done a couple different projects that are really from Amber or Lyric Lover Crafts. She had some really cute covered notepads that I decided to try. And it's just sort of, I don't know what people like. So it was interesting to try it out. So we will have to report back and see what worked out. Because I got some feedback last year, kind of, that people were like, they like the cards, but they don't really send cards. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I can kind of appreciate that. So I think we will get this one down. I do like our zigzag stripe presents, though. This would also be fun to use like a silver or gold. Whoops. For the like peek through, like if you did like more of a wooden color sleigh, and then have like gold peeking through or something. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like, I actually like sending cards. I mean, that's probably not a surprise to anyone here, but like, um, I think it's nice. I think people appreciate getting a card that's not like a specific holiday because it's, they don't feel quite as obligated to return the card. Although it's funny, my what is he? My aunt's father. Every time my mother gives him a card, he always calls to say thank you, and she's like, "You really don't have to," but I think I'll say as an adult, it's nice getting anything that is not a bill in the mail. Oh dear, that's a little. There we go. This metallic cardstock is also pretty forgiving. So now I'm just gonna get the runner on. Oh, you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Linux is taking up part of the space. Hi, yes. You're in my light, sir. What would the people say? There we go. So I'm just going to line this up at the bottom, basically. And you can put this either in the back or in front. I kind of like it in front because it makes it look a little more festive. But I have lots of extra glue on here, so let's get rid of that. So this is what the sleigh is looking like. Whoop, there we go. So I'm liking how that works. And we have presents, and I think we just need a nice background. Let me see if I can find a something festive embossing folder. Are you festive? Yes. Who's a festive kitty? Are you the festivest? Festiviest? I don't know. Is that a word? Most festive? I don't know. There we go. Okay. We have floral. We have not floral. I'm sure we have snow somewhere. We have panels. We have panels. We have other panels. And in the clouds, you have a nice flat. We have a nice leaves. We have other things. I'm pretty sure I have a snow though. Stargate. We'll use one we never used before. It's called Stargazer, so I think it's some kind of sky-related something. But I mean, that's sort of the point of this. We get to use our things that, except you can't actually tell what's on here. Oh, it has little stars. Oh, this will be cute. Okay, so it's got like, it has like itty bitty stars. So I think this will be really cool if we use, let me put my glue stopper in. But I think this will be really neat. And the nice thing about it is it's a small die set. So like you get a lot of stuff, but they're all very they're all pretty manageable dies. I like die sets like that because you feel like you're not paying like as much of a premium for the steel. Although I like die sets that have a lot of steel in them too. But I think this would be quite festive. This shimmer paper. Note to self: I need to put away my things before I have another craft avalanche. They've had a couple in recent days. Anyway, so And then we could maybe find, just going to cut this at 4 by 5 1/4. And then maybe see if I have a cream card base cut, which might actually look pretty neat. Let's see how we feel about that. I like cream, but I also kind of feel like, so we'll have our little doodad. I think cream would look okay. Let's see if I can find it. I lose 10 card bases, probably. Oh, it must have been over there. Oh, here they are. I'm liking this as an idea. So imagine this is embossed, because this looks boring right now. But if this had pattern, I think this will be nice because the green and the gold are really going to pop, as are the presents. And then we can grab one of our aforementioned sentiments, which is actually cut out of the same green accidentally. So, I mean, I think something like that will work nicely. We're just going to have to fill the sleigh with quite a few presents, because it would be sad if they weren't like overflowing with presents. But I think something like that will be fine. I don't think I need 4 presents. I think 3 will be sufficient. But let me go and emboss this and see how we feel about it. We have additional. Oh, Lennox might be coming in to entertain you while I try and die cut. Yeah, I don't know. I've been pretty good at mailing, honestly, but I just have to sit down and like do a whole bunch of it at once. But I think most of my addresses are now electronic, so that makes it somewhat easier. I think I just opened this up. Oh, let's see. Ooh, this is fun. Oh, hi, you're here to entertain the people. Good. Thank you. Look how fun that is. I like this a lot. I'm sure it's one of those things that looks now a little better, not in real life. Now we could like offset it with like a brown card base, though. Do we like that better? I feel like the cream is a little too matchy. I guess we also have. Oh, the camera just died. Un momento. We also could do green. Let's see if the camera would like to behave today. We're gonna flip ourselves right side up. I do kind of like the matching green. So let me cut one out of this green. I'm not like a super matchy person, but I think this will work pretty nicely. If only I had, I have almost the right amount, but not. That's not the green I'm looking for. That's also not, oh, that's not the green I'm looking for. How can I have so many greens that are the wrong green? Maybe this is the green I'm looking for. Oh, I guess this is the right green. Yeah, there we go. And the good news is that since we're cutting this now, We can do a top folding, which looks nicer anyway. I do have some of this paper left. I should do something with this. I really like this paper. Anyway, I like a lot of paper. That's why I have too much cardstock and other papers. Although too much is a subjective term, but I have at least as much as I need. Probably more than I need. And I'll just score this at normal A2-ness. So I cut it in half lengthwise and then scored it. Although we probably will want to put a panel. Ooh, that's what we can do with our extra tag, our extra little present. We can stick it on the inside. See, it all works out. And conveniently, I have panels cut already because I cut a whole bunch when I was doing some other series of cards. I think I got distracted watching somebody's live stream and just cut like 20 card bases, which I don't mind. So this is the longer side. So we'll use that in a moment. I think we could just get this down then. Ooh, I like that. I think that's going to look good. Okay. The deboss side, you could also, so this is the deboss side. You could definitely do the coloring and then the blackout technique on this with this folder, which would be kind of fun. I think I'm going to use the side where the emboss side where the stars stick up, but there are a lot of options. I do like this because it's, but I need to find, I'm sure I have a snow embossing folder somewhere. I need to figure that out because I had pulled it, I think, to do a Simon Hurley live with Elizabeth and then realized it wasn't a Simon Hurley folder. You know, as one does. Because I tend to not keep the like packaging for stuff, and then I'm like, I really don't know where that's from. It's a mysterious mystery. So I'm just squeegeeing out the glue because the shimmer cardstock is not very porous, so I want to make sure this is mostly down and sort of stable. Oh, I'm behind on the chat. Let us see. Oh, I do. Yeah. It's because I like bend down to look, and then my thingy that does background removal thinks that I'm missing. I don't know. Somebody, I forget who had asked to like see face cams for like these Advent streams because they liked my silly hats last year. So I was kind of like, I'm okay with that. I should play around with the actual, like there's a bunch of settings that actually like govern how it works. So I think just, yeah, I don't know. I think sort of grounding it. I mean, it's a magic sled, so it probably doesn't need to be grounded. But I just kind of want enough room to put um, what's the word I'm looking for? The sediment down here. Although you could put it up here too. I don't know that like a magic sleigh needs grounding specifically, but I tend to like to keep things that are supposed to be on the ground. So let's just tuck this under a little bit because I like the idea of it having a lot of precarious presence. And what we can do is just overlap these a little bit because I think that would be kind of fun. See you, Danny. Hope you have a good one. If I do not see you later this evening somewhere on the interwebs. And do we like a big I feel like you would put like this present here. I kind of like that as a. Then we can just put the other one on the inside and have a card done and be exactly on time, maybe. That would be a cool thing if that were to happen. There we go. I think that's kind of fun with all of our little presents. And that is too long. That is too long. think 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly makes sense and is about the same size. Now we could glue down the runner, which I might. I'll debate doing that. Right now it's just sort of free, but I could put a little dot of glue under there. It might work better. I do kind of think it looks better up here. I think I'll do that. And here's hoping we don't glue it on upside down or like super duper crooked. At least the stars kind of help align it. There we go. So I'll let that dry. And then I think what we can do is just use our last present kind of like this on the inside. So I just need some tape or maybe glue because this has been threatening to like run out of tape for 2 or 3 live streams now. So we'll see. Oh, I think we'll be okay. And we're out of tape. So we have the perfect amount of tape on here, hopefully. Get my little kitty fuzz off of there. That looks pretty good. Oh, this isn't really trimmed. Let me just... Hello. Kaiser says hello. We'll just haphazardly drop that there. And I think we are pretty much good to go. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I think it's more apparent because of the blue. So here's the inside, and we can write whatever message we want. And here's the outside, and the sentiment needs a little extra glue. Let me just do that quick. And drop my glue on the floor. Somewhere. Where did you go? Oh, here we go. Always dropping the glue pin somewhere, I think. And there we go. So here is our finished card. And you can see it's got the fun little stars and the sleigh. And then, oh, I like this. The sleigh looks like it's almost taking off, but I think I will glue that down. Like at least put a dot of glue here to sort of track down that front runner a little bit better. But anyway, I think we are exactly on time. So that is pretty cool. So thanks for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. Same time, same channel, all that good stuff. And we will see what sort of Advent-y thing we have. Thanks, Linda and Carla. Good to see you guys. Hopefully, I will see you in Elizabeth's live as well. I'm excited to see what Jana and Elizabeth cook up tonight. I think I actually need to make soup, so it'll be good to have something to watch while I am cooking. So anyway, as always, great to see you guys. If you have suggestions for anything video related, let me know. And I will talk to you tomorrow if I find my outro. Here we go.